This morning on MSNBC News, we will explore the First Caucus meeting explaining the party's platform, which is democratic, some bills that the Congress members have been working on, and the President's State of the Union speech. Here's a video of the First Caucus meeting that just happened a couple days ago.
We have two issues, which are gun violence and global warming and climate change. And essentially we're looking for solutions to help prevent gun violence in all sorts of neighborhoods and gun bans. And
first issue is climate change. So climate change has always been a significant problem, but in recent years it's been more of an issue. Currently our President Donald Trump doesn't really believe in climate change, but there's evidence all around us. This past year in 2016, it was the hottest year in recorded history, and 16 of the 17 warmest years on record have occurred since 2001. The sea levels are rising, and it's affecting the United States coasts. Oceans are acidifying, and just wildfires and carbon emissions are just happening all around us. And so we as Democrats, we have a passion for saving our environment, and we have a goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and we want to uphold the Paris Agreement by keeping the global temperature increases low, and we want to protect our national resources, public lands, and waters. So our next topic is going to be gun violence. So we as Democrats, we believe in a safe community, and we want to protect American families from gun violence while still respecting the Second Amendment. So we believe that gun policies should be strengthened to keep war weapons out of the hands of civilians, and we want to strengthen our policy so that acquiring a handheld gun is a more particular process. We want background checks to be more thorough, and so that dangerous weapons don't fall into people that want to kill everyone, so they don't fall into the wrong hands.
next week we will begin drafting bills related to our two key issues, gun violence and climate change. We hope that your bills will be consistent with and will support the ideas of our political party.
After some thinking, I went ahead and asked around to the Congress members to see what bills they were working on.
I'm Chuck Schumer, Senate Minority Leader of New York. I'm a Democrat, and I'm facing both of the, what are they called? Challenges.
I guess it's issues.
Climate change and gun violence, but I'm focusing more on gun violence. A bill that I would like to pass is restrictions on all fully automatic weapons and limit the magazines for semi-automatic pistols. Only handheld guns should be legal for citizens to have to 5 bullets per round.
Hi, I'm Diane Feinstein. I'm a senator from California, and I'm looking at the issue of gun violence and how our country can prevent gun violence from happening. So some of the ideas that we have are preventing private sales. An example of that would be closing up some of the background check loopholes, like requiring all private sales to have a background check, because currently 40% of all gun purchases are from private sales. So we need to make sure that everyone can get a background check so that guns are in the hands of safe people.
These next few clips are going to be one of the president working on a State of the Union speech, and two, a special interview with the Vice President himself.
Less restrictions on the type of energy we use, stuff like that. You just kind of...
Well, will you look at that?
Okay.
Hello. Yes, NBC News?
Hi, Mr. President. How's the State of the Union speech going?
It's going well.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you guys working on currently?
Typing it?
Oh, interesting.
Yes. I'm looking back on myself to think of great ideas to bring to this speech. Yeah.
Come on, we need to get back to typing.
Well, they got, okay.
It's fine if they get it. They don't... You're gonna be saying it aloud anyway.
Understand.
Okay, so... Writing it.
Hi, thank you for joining us today. So who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Vice President Mike Pence.
Awesome. And can you tell me anything about the President's State of the Union speech?
State of the Union speech, he's in the middle of writing it right now, and it's going great. He's going to be talking about the different how we're going to be helping this country, whether that be with the gun control and the environment, and how we're going to be passing a couple of new laws that'll help make it so it's easier for people to get guns, whether that's automatic rifles or handguns or hunting rifles. We're open to everything. We think it's the people's right to own whatever kind of gun they want. As for the environment, we're working on passing laws that aren't restricting the type of natural resources we can use. While we don't believe that climate change is a problem, we are not against using green energy. We are just against whether that is going to conflict with the other resources. We don't want to just go with green energy because that would restrict the amount of jobs we can have. So we're trying to get it so we can use both coal mining and natural gas and stuff like solar power and wind energy so we can get the most from everything. That way we have enough power to run almost the whole country by ourselves without getting outside help.
Oh, very interesting. And how do you think people are going to react to this?
I think people are going to take it quite well, as judging by how the media has been reacting to the certain things that have been going on lately and the bills that we've already started to pass. It seems like they are very for the fact that we want to have more open carry laws and more laws that allow us to get easier to get guns and stuff like that. And the environment, while there are quite a few people who believe it is a problem, I think that the fact that we are going to be using some green energy will help benefit both the Democratic views and the Republican.
Unfortunately, that's all we have today, but make sure to stay in tuned next week for more updates. Signing out, this is Haley Jackson.